breath is a system, a weapon designed to inject every metric with mortal threat. I fracture the tempo with terminal tones that flex like tendrils of plasma force. I bend the grid, then spin the chord till syllables hit like seismic wars. I compress thunder into bars, then launch with armor-piercing breath. I don't spit, I manifest, storm front tech with data etched in depth. I sequence lines and modular primes and loop each rhyme in fusion traps, then lace the beat in fractal heat and detonate with syntax maps. Each tap of tongue is a drumline bomb that bends dimensional code. I rap in fonts unread by gods and split the beat with overload. No hook, no break, no bridge, no rest. I press through silence with command fire. My voice is wide to crush all layers of sound with borrowed line strands. I stomp the beat like tanks in flames while scrolls erupt from crystal dust. Each punchline kicks like piston clash and twist the language into rust. I swallow time in bars, then exhale cosmic glitch through fractured air. My cadence carves a wound through thought and marks the void with verbal flares. I don't rhyme, I construct collapse that traps all logic in combustion. Each word combusts with burst percussion built from neural core construction. I unleash floods of code through tone, each pulse a weapon manifest. I fracture breath with every step and warp the floor with pressure stress. I trace divine machine design inside a line that splits like steel. I bend the beat till speakers scream from impact zones they can't conceal. I build a structure in the storm where every rhyme is sentient flame, then break the laws of beat restraint and forge new limits from my name. I activate war mode through syllable storms and twisted rhythmic threads. Each flow I send is a ghosted blend of wrath and tech and silent dread. I sharpen thought into blades of speech and breach the sequence wall. My lines detonate like time grenades through every beat you ever call. I sculpt each verse in chaos molds with fire set inside the spine of every bar. So when I speak the surface shakes like tectonic wires snapping stars. I orbit cadence field so fast my flow distorts the beat below. I don't perform, I manifest realms built in fire-coded flow. I rip through tongue restraints and build a cage for every meter spoken, then crack the gates and flood the space with razor rhythm tokens. Every segment forged in pain and breeze like armor shaped in heat. I spit in layers laced with pain that ruptures under sonic beats. You hear my name, your cortex shifts. I spit in glyphs of chaos, prime the format bends the moment. I define my strike inside the rhyme. I program depth into rhythm cells and trigger sound to reconfigure. I'm not a rapper form, I manifest realms was built in fire-coded flow. I rip through tongue restraints and build a cage for every meter spoken, crack the gates and flood the space with razor rhythm tokens. Every segment forged in pain and breeze like armor shaped in heat. I spit in layers laced with pain that ruptures under sonic beats. You hear my name, your cortex shifts. I spit in glyphs of chaos, prime the format bends the moment. I define my strike inside the rhyme. I program depth into rhythm cells and trigger sound to reconfigure. I'm not a rapper, I'm a mirror of divine machine made kill. I never flinch, I don't retreat. I hit with circuits charged in code. I map the war zone in my chest and crush all rhythm overload. I cut through bass with weapon tongues that launch at fractal speed and rhyme. I grind the pace through hollow space and twist the laws of breath and time. That Tetragrammaton, no heart, no flesh, no blood, just storm inside. I wrap the beat in venom sheets and speak through warframe override. My thoughts are molten streams of language breaking columns of defense. I bend the air with glare so sharp it fractures mine through every sense. I pipe a verse just past me, signals laced in ultraviolet sparks. Her presence shifts the walls and rips dimensions into shattered arcs. She whispers fake through multi-tone that fractures glass through bass impact. All rhythm acts like orbital weapons synced in coded sound attacks. I shatter stages, break conventions, fracture sound with no permission. I flip the beat in fourth dimension, wrap my verse in ghost transmission. Bars collapse and crush momentum, every word a weightless strike. My tone is engineered for fear and moves like drones with silent mic, no mercy. Now I'm raising volume till the mix collapses flat. I hack through rhyme and trigger stacks that echoing with cursive chat. This war zone never ends, it loops through futures not yet born. My voice distorts all mortal thought and marks the dawn of vocal storms. I fracture samples into pieces, then unleash them at high speeds. I crush each syllable with rhythm, breathing like a swarm of bees. My cadence dances through disaster zones of frequency and fire. Each rhyme inspired synthetic, rising listening lives that rewire. My path is forward, all out chaos. Chopper formed in steel design, I run this. Language like a weapon coded from divine incline.